about 20-30 minutes there. I have a question for you guys out there, all of my YouTubers and all of my subscribers. I have a question. How cheap is too cheap for any kind of gift? Seriously, like, how cheap is too cheap? Do you think spending $2 on the main gift and then getting like a bunch of other little gifts is too cheap, or like, what do you think? I'm curious. Let me see. Kind of driving sucks. I'm at a 4-way stop sign. Give me a second. You gonna go, dude? You gonna go? Like, see what I'm talking about? People do not know how to use a damn 4-way stop sign. Sorry for my language, but it's like, seriously, people, get a clue. People drive me crazy. Okay. Let me grab this thing out if I can find it. It's in one of these things. Oh, God. And then other people just don't know where the hell they're going. So, get a shout out for those people. Okay. I may have to pull over to grab it. I can find it. And it's probably in the one all the way up there. So I'm going to pull over in a minute here. Sorry, I'm smoking. That's one of those things. When I'm driving, I feel like I have to smoke because people, like, freaking stress me out. I know it's a bad habit. Trust me, I know. I've been doing it on and off since I was, like, 18, and my parents and my brother and my sister, not really my brother so much, but my sister and my parents are on my butt about it all the time. Can't stand the smell. You're gonna kill me. When I get lung cancer and I'm on my deathbed and I'm wearing oxygen, you're gonna blame yourself. Like, and I get it, don't get me wrong, but it's like, do you know how much other crap in the world we inhale? Like, there's a lot of crap we inhale, okay? I'm actually trying to stop smoking. I tried the Chantix. Chantix sucks. Yeah, Chantix, not a good idea. Chantix, for me, it made me sick. It made me feel like I was pregnant again, but just like 10 times worse. I would rather be pregnant again than go through that. I had a headache. I was vomiting. I felt like I had a really, really bad flu, like the worst flu in the world. It was terrible. So I stopped that. Now I'm supposed to be getting the patches or the gum or lozenges or something like that, but I'm just waiting for the doctor to prescribe that because I do want to stop smoking because I have fibromyalgia, and when you smoke, it makes your nerves go up more. So anytime you take any kind of medication, it, instead of the medication intensifying like it's supposed to help you, it actually decreases any kind of medication you take. So it's kind of one of those things that it's like, you know, you shouldn't do it. Just like when you take any kind of medications that say don't drink alcohol, well, there's either one or two reasons. It can either intensify it or it can detensify it. So it's one of those things to where you just don't know what it's gonna do. But okay, let me grab this. And that went out. Alright, that's fine. Let me finish doing the video with you guys. I don't need it anyway. Okay. So, can you guys kind of see this? Might be backwards. But I didn't want to show you the price tag. But anyways, from this one, it says, you know, cherish yesterday. The one in the middle says dream tomorrow, and then the other one says live today. Now, these are candle holders. Try to get you guys close up. Little close up right there. Little tea light candle holders. They're really cute. I didn't really open the box, but I can tell they're super heavy. Okay, so how much do you guys think this would cost in a store? Like Walmart, Target, anything like that. Just shout it out and tell me how much you think these would cost in the store, okay? I'm going to tell you something. I paid $1.99 for these at the dollar store. $1.99. Do you think that's too cheap? Do you think I'm a bad sister for getting my sister something a little bit less expensive? Or do you think like that's a steal? Because like in me, kind of saying she will, but for me, I love candles. Candles are my thing. But I think she's gonna love it just for the sayings itself, because my sister's all about that, like, live life, you know, laugh, and all that stuff, and she's all about, you know, God and everything. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying I'm not about God. I am about God. I just have a different perspective on it. I'm not as religious anymore like she is, you know. So for me, I think that's going to be a great gift for my little sis. I have no idea what to get my brother and my dad. And I mean, I know what I'm getting my dad already, because him and my mom, they said they wanted like a gift certificate to like the movie theater and for dinner and snacks and stuff at the movie theater. So I already know what I'm getting them. Fine, you know what I mean? My sister, I'm done with my sister's gift. I got everything I needed today. But it's easy because me and my sister, she doesn't want to admit it because, you know, she's kind of not a nice person sometimes. And it's been that way for me and my sister for a very long time. She hates me for no reason. Actually, she probably has a reason, but she won't tell me why. And I can't say I'm sorry enough because it still hasn't worked for anything I've ever done to her. But it's been that way since we were probably as soon as I started high school. She was a year behind me. So probably since I was in 10th grade and she was in 9th grade. No, I'm sorry. Since I was in 11th grade and she was in 9th grade, because we're 2 years behind. So probably around that, so when we both were in high school, that's probably when my sister and me didn't get along as well. And it's been that way ever since. And like I said, I'm 30, so she's like 28. Actually, she's 29 because I'm going to be 31 in May. So it's weird how it works, but we're still 2 years behind. And it's always been that way. But it's funny because she doesn't want to admit that we are so much alike. Like, we are alike, little sis. You know, so I know exactly what to get her. I know what to get my mom. Me and my mom are best friends, even though we have our ups and downs and we get mad at each other and all this funny stuff. And it's been that way since I was 18 with my mom, because, you know, she disagreed on a lot of stuff, like my boyfriend at the time that I moved in with, him and his mom, and then after that it was my husband. So I should say, well, I'm still technically married, going through all the court things, but soon to be ex-husband. And then she hated my boyfriend after that. So it's like, you know, me and my mom have always been that way. She thinks that I'm trying to, I don't know, I don't really know. I don't know. I can't even tell you what she thinks I'm trying to do. But I guess my parents always, they get mad at me because they know I have more potential and I don't use it to the fullest. So kids out there, use it to the fullest. Use all of your potential and your talents to the fullest. Don't let anybody stand in your way. Trust me. Don't do it. It's a lot of anger I have towards my ex-husband. Just don't do it. My thing is, don't let anybody, I don't know, don't fall in love. Let me just put it this way. Don't fall in love and then let your husband or your boyfriend or your girlfriend or your wife, don't let them make your life for you. Don't let them stand in your way and say, oh, I think it's a good idea, you should quit school. I can take care of both of us. And, you know, my mom can really use some help, so maybe you can help my mom out while I go to work and take care of both of us because I make enough money. Don't do that. Learn from my mistakes. Not live it. Learn from my mistakes. Don't do it. Don't let someone give you medication and say, hey, this will take your pain away, because then you'll be in my position. I mean, it's not as bad as it was when I was in that relationship 7 years ago. It might be like 5 years ago. I can't really remember. But don't let anybody, like, seriously, don't let anybody choose your life for you. You know, back then I was really young and really freaking stupid. And I wish I can go in a time machine and change everything. Like, you have no idea how much I want to go back and change so much. Like, I would love my life back. I would love it back. There's nothing else I would wish for in my life is to go back and turn back time. Like, there's so much that you could do out there, you know, like, it really sucks. It does, you guys, because, like, you know, I'm trying to explain to you, like, stuff is real. Drugs are real. Peer pressure is real. Like, peer pressure can ruin your life, you know? And it sucks because you don't really think of it as peer pressure when you're in that moment, because it's supposed to be like your fiance, it's supposed to be your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your wife, your husband. You know, it's supposed to be someone that's supposed to sit there and care about you and guide you in the right direction, and they guide you down the wrong path for their selfish needs. And that's what irritates me the most, I think, that I'm still mad about, is that he was so selfish. Still is selfish. I mean, I gotta go to court in March, and I'm telling you right now, guys, my stomach's turning. It is turning so bad because I don't want to do it. I haven't seen him in almost 2 years, like literally face to face. I haven't even really talked to him in 2 years, and I don't even want to go because I'm like, but if I don't go, he's gonna get everything he wants. And get this, you guys, he is so selfish. He wants spousal support from me. What? Like, who does that? I mean, first off, he makes more money than me, okay? Second, I'm the one that has all the debt. Like, I had all the bills. Guys, I had everything in my name. So all that came to me. So I added everything up minus my, you know, the stuff I had before him. $66,000 in debt because of him. $66,000, you guys. And he wants spousal support from me. Are you kidding me? Like, and then his fiance, get this, you guys, how are you gonna get married when you are still married? Like, and you know what's funny is that, I mean, she's gonna be there, okay, that's what I was getting at, but you know what's funny is his brother did the same thing. Had a kid, left his wife, got a fiance, but the thing about his brother, they're still married. Still married to his wife, but he has a fiance and another kid with a fiance. Okay, that's his brother's thing. Now, my husband has a fiance. I don't know if they're freaking having a kid or what. I don't. At this point, I try to stay out of it because it makes me mad and it makes me sad, and you know, and you know, I have a right to be upset. You know what I mean? Because my husband put me through a lot of stuff, like a lot. Like, I probably need some kind of psychiatric help after dealing with that man for 10 years, you know? But I don't even know, you guys, like, for real, he wants all of that, and he's mad at me. Okay, so let me get to the part where why he left. Okay, he left supposedly because I was fat and I was lazy and I didn't have a job and I was on pain pills. First off, I had a prescription for the pain pills, which, by the way, him and his mom, but I don't blame his mom. I really don't, because his mom was sweet. She was trying to help me, but, you know, back then, you know, we didn't have this Obamacare stuff, so for me to get insurance, it would have been like $300 a month, for like $300 a month. So I didn't get the insurance. I'm gonna drive around a little bit so I can finish this vlog. So I couldn't afford the insurance at that too. So I don't blame his mom, but him and his mom, you know, got me on the pills. You know what I mean? They're the ones that were like, oh, try this, it'll make your back feel better. And then it's like, oh, that just made everything go away. Can I get some more? Oh, let me get some more. Oh, let me get some more. You know what I mean? So, of course, I'm gonna have issues. You know what I mean? The fat part, okay, I gained a little bit of weight, but who doesn't gain a little bit of weight after 10 years? Do you see what I'm saying? And then the lazy part, no. I had a job, and then I ended up quitting my job because, I didn't quit. They told me that I was on like suspension or something like that because I was waiting for my new driver's license to come in the mail, and it was taking time, so they couldn't accept the expired one. They needed it to be valid just in case. And I was like, okay, whatever. Well, by the time I had got it, he was gone. He didn't give a crap. He left. And it's because he wants to be a partier. He wants to freaking drink alcohol, smoke pot, and you know what I mean. And that's fine, but you need to be an adult. You know what I mean? Like, you can't have your cake and eat it too, bro. You need to freaking be an adult. Don't end up losing your job because you freaking have an accident at work where a forklift hits something and it breaks something, and then they do a drug test and you have fucking marijuana in your system. Like, dude, hello. You know, and you have to understand, when that happened, it was right after I was put on suspension. And when that happened, it was, you know, the marijuana part. The marijuana wasn't legal. That was like 4 or 5 years ago. You understand? So, okay, so that happened. And then, okay, so fat, lazy, no job. Okay, so I pretty much covered everything. Okay. Well, before that had to happen, oh my god, this is crazy. Can we move the damn, like, what is going on here? Oh no. This stupid drive-thru at Del Taco is irritating me. I might just go in. I don't want to block the way the guy was right there. Sorry. So, a couple of years before that happened, I think I was like 27 when he left, 27, 28, but when I was 24, 25, I got pregnant. At that time, we were living with my parents, and I had no job, he had no job, and he was on drugs really bad, like the hard drugs, you know what I'm saying? And I ended up getting pregnant, and he freaked out. He literally freaked out, you guys. Like, he didn't want it. He did not want the baby. He told me, you either get an abortion or I want a divorce. And for me, I didn't know what to do because I didn't want to lose my husband. I loved him. Meant everything in the world. But at the same time, I didn't want to lose my baby. Like, I never thought I was going to have kids. I didn't think it was possible, first of all, that I could even have kids. And, I need to, sorry guys. Just upset talking about all this stuff. But I didn't think that it was possible for me. I didn't think that it was even in my game plan because, you know, when I was younger, I made a plan like, have a career, have a husband, have 2 kids by the age of 25, get it done and over, live my life. And I mean, some of it worked out and most of it didn't. So I got pregnant. Told him, fine, you don't want the kid? Sign over your rights, get the fuck out. Excuse my language again. We fought a lot, and then it comes to find out, you know, I didn't find out at that time, but I found out, you know, a year or so later that he was having an affair with a 18-year-old girl. And that's the reason why he didn't want the kid at that time. Well, I ended up having to have a medical abortion. With all the medication and stuff that I was on, it just messed the fetus up. And it was the baby or me. Well, if you really sit down and look at it, excuse me, I'm getting a little bit emotional. If you look at it, if there's no me, there's no baby. So I had to do the hardest thing in the world, you guys. The hardest. I mean, legit. That was the hardest thing in the world. Like, even like losing somebody like my grandma or my mother-in-law, you know what I mean? Even just losing someone like that, that was not as hard as what I had to do. After that, he was happy. And then when he was leaving, he held that against me. And I don't understand how he can hold that against me when that was what he wanted. You know what I mean? Of course I didn't want that, but it was like, I felt like it was God saying, like, this isn't gonna work. You know what I mean? This is not time. You know, it wasn't giving him what he wanted. It wasn't the time. And, you know, there's things like my mom, when she was pregnant with me, she had a lot of complications. They had told her the same thing. My mom was mad at me that I listened to the doctors and did it. My mom's like, I never gave up on you. And for me, I hold on to that. I regret it all the time because I'm like, maybe I should have just held on. Maybe I should listen to my mom. Maybe everything would have worked out. Maybe I'd have a freaking 6-year-old, 7-year-old kid right now. You know, maybe I should have held on to. Maybe I shouldn't have gave up so easily. But it was like I was on a time crunch. Like, you know, like they wanted to do it at 12 weeks. And I was at 12 weeks. And it was like, you know, because when I found out I was 6 weeks. So I had 6 weeks to think about it. Hardest 6 weeks of my life. I mean, it felt like it went so fast. So fast. It was like I blinked and it was freaking 12 weeks. Like, it was terrible. But now I'm 30, nothing's getting any better, and I just feel like my chances to have a kid are just not gonna happen. And it's like, to find a surrogate is so much money. Like, struggle is real when you have fibromyalgia and you're on medication. The struggle is real. It's like, for me, the only thing in the world for a woman to like be able to do is have kids. Men can't do that. And it sucks. It sucks so hard, you guys, because that's all I want to do is have a baby. Just at least one. Just one. One of me. You know, one amazing little person out there that would give me so much hope to fight. Like, all I've ever wanted. All I ever wanted. Ever since I was younger. All I wanted. And I wasn't stupid. Like, you know, my mom was 19 when she had me. And I wasn't stupid to like sit there and make foolish decisions like that and have a kid. And I'm not saying my mom's stupid. You know, things happened back then in the 80s. You know, people were having babies earlier and earlier anyway. Now it's even worse. But you know, I waited. I waited. I didn't do what my mom thought was going to happen. My mom thought I was going to be pregnant early too. She thought the same thing for my sister. We both beat that, you know. And it's like, now, what do I do? I mean, is there any women out there that feel the same way I do? You know? And it's like, do you have any ideas? I mean, I'm not single. I have a boyfriend. But sometimes I feel like I'm single, and I know he does too. Just for where we're at, we're at different spots in our life right now. But it's like, you can't adopt. You know, right now he's looking for work. I'm looking for work. You can't adopt a kid. Plus, that costs money. Costs money. So what are my options? Just try? Do I just do it again? See what happens? But I don't want to be one of those women, though, either. That's like, oh, yeah, let me have a baby right now in the time of my life. But I have no job, so let me get on welfare. Like, no. You know? I don't think so. I don't want to be that way. I want to be able to support me and my child. So it's like, what do I do? And I'm getting older. And with the disease I have, it's going to be harder and harder to have a kid. You know, and for me, I feel like I'm not that lucky to where I'm going to get somebody to donate a bunch of freaking money to me, or, hey, let me have a kid for you. Like, I'm not going to get that lucky. I'm not that lucky at all. So, what do I do? Is there any suggestions out there? What would you do? Don't get me wrong, I haven't lost complete hope, but it's fading pretty quickly as I'm going to that age of 35, you know. So, it's scary. It's sad. But let's get on to a better note, you guys. So, I do want to hear the suggestions about the candle holders. I'll go ahead and show you the price tag now. See? $1.99. But yeah, just, I want to hear about that. I want to hear your suggestions. Like I said, it's pretty freaking heavy. You can hear it. You know, they're pretty heavy. So let me hear your suggestions on that. And then also, man, this Del Taco line is taking forever. I'm hungry, people. I don't know if you guys have heard of them. My sister says she thinks it's the same brand. I mean, I'll have to look it up, to be honest with you. But we bought a bunch of this a couple weeks ago, and it was at the dollar store. There was only 99 cents. And she bought a bunch of stuff for my mom, like this, and then me and her bought some, like, eyeliner and, you know, lip gloss and stuff. But it's called Smoke and Mirrors. I don't know if you guys can kind of see it. It's kind of shiny. Smoke and Mirrors. It's a little backwards there. But they have this eyeshadow for 99 cents, and she didn't pick it up. So I picked up this one, and then this is the smoky one, and they have a brightened one. And then I also picked up some really nice mascara, and it's for plumpness. I mean, right now I'm not wearing makeup. I hardly wear any makeup. I know it looks terrible because I have no eyebrows. I have like half an eyebrow, and then the rest is blonde. And then I have beautiful eyelashes. I actually have a genetic thing where I have a double roll of eyelashes. So I have like the big thick ones, and then underneath I have the itty bitty tiny ones that come out. So I don't really have to use that much makeup, and I know I have a bunch of like pimples and stuff going on right now, little scars. But I don't really wear that much makeup, and I mean, I have like all these like pimples I can't get rid of. I've been using like this creamer and stuff, but for the age I'm at, my skin is beautiful. I didn't realize how beautiful my skin is without makeup. But yeah, you know, I don't really wear that much makeup, but my sister, she loves makeup. My sister does it all before she goes to work and everything. And I mean, I used to do it too, don't get me wrong. I was like maybe a couple times out of the week I would not wear makeup. Well, a couple times out of the year I wouldn't wear makeup to work, but most of the time I had my hair done, my makeup done, and I looked pretty. And stuff sometimes I just don't do it. I did so much of it when I was younger because I was in dance and I was on a dance team and all this stuff, so we always had all that, and it was thick and dark so everybody in the audience could see it, so it looked weird. So I always had it then, and I don't know, after I got older, it was one of those things. But I do want to start making myself look pretty again. It makes me feel good. Not for anybody else, because I don't care if you think I look ugly with or without makeup. I'm gonna do me. And if I feel fine, then it's okay. But I do want to start looking a little bit better, so I'm gonna start putting my makeup on and stuff and doing my hair again. I actually asked my mom for a hair straightener because mine got jacked. It got jacked along with everything else that was in my house. Drugs are bad, just remember that, because people that were on drugs literally locked us out of our house and sold all of our crap. I was with my husband, and it was all his parents' stuff, but our stuff was mixed in there too, and I had some really nice hair straighteners in there. Freaking amazing. I miss those. And then my jewelry box got stolen, which I think that hurts me the most because it had like stuff from my grandmas, I should say, that they got me, and then stuff my mom and my dad had got me, and you know, stuff you can't replace. It's irreplaceable. That stuff bugs me. Even though I still can't find the hair straightener brand that I got. I think it was by Revlon or something like that, but I cannot find it. It was a wet to dry one, and it had like really good settings on it. It was amazing. I miss that hair straightener, but that's less important than the jewelry box. But yeah, so what do you guys want to talk about? Is there anything you guys want to talk about? Please give me any kind of comments, anything, just any discussion you want to throw out there. I would love to sit here and make a video on it or a vlog and show you guys what's going on. If you want me to go into a certain restaurant like Del Taco that's taking 5 million hours to freaking get their drive-thru moving and show how crappy their workers are, we all know that. But if you guys want any of that done, I don't know, throwing stuff out there, let me know, you guys. Let me know. I want to hear from you. Alright, this is gonna be my last video for today, maybe, wink wink. I don't know, let's see how the day goes, but this is gonna be it for today because I'm almost at the drive-thru window. So I will see you guys later. Have a wonderful Sunday, and thank you so much for subscribing to my channel, and I hope we get more. We're only at like 2 right now, which is so sad. But anyways, let's get those subscribers up. Come on, people. And I will see you all later. Have a lovely Sunday. Bye.